March 17, 1941, 4 o'clock in the morning. Deep in the North Atlantic, the ocean is a violent, churning cauldron. 150 meters below the crashing waves, the German submarine U-99 hangs suspended in the darkness, a steel ghost hiding in the abyss. The air inside is a thick, suffocating cocktail of diesel fumes, sweat, and the metallic tang of fear. Above, depth charges thunder. Each explosion is a hammer blow against the pressure hull, a brutal concussion that rattles gauges, shakes rivets, and sends shudders through the very soul of the boat. You can almost hear the tortured groan of steel as corveting-caping Otto Kretschmer, the ace of aces, grips the periscope column, his knuckles bone-white. His eyes, calm and assessing, scan the faces of his crew. The men are silent shadows, their usual boisterous confidence replaced by taut expressions and grimly pressed lips. Then comes the sound they all dread, the relentless, hammering ping of Aztec. It's like a mechanical heartbeat, a predator's sonar pulse-locking onto its prey. HMS Walker is close, impossibly close. Her powerful screws roar through the hydrophones, a deafening sound that fills the cramped confines of the U-boat. Kretschmer gives the order, silent running. Instantly, the engines are cut to a whisper, just enough power to maintain depth. The illusion of movement ceases, the crew transforms into phantoms. Men move in slow motion, their boots treading softly on the steel deck plates. Tools are wrapped in rags to muffle any accidental clank. The boat holds its breath. A single bead of sweat traces a path down the cheek of Leutnant C. Hansio Eichelburn, the first watch officer, as he delicately adjusts the trim tanks. The submarine tilts slightly, groaning under the immense, crushing weight of the ocean. Suddenly, another charge detonates, closer this time. The shockwave is a physical blow, slamming a crewman hard against a bulkhead. He chokes back a grunt of pain, his silence a testament to iron discipline. A fine spray of water erupts from a valve, a pinprick leak in their fragile world. A petty officer scrambles to tighten it, his hands slick with grease and cold seawater. The claustrophobia is palpable. The walls feel like they're closing in as the Atlantic presses harder, threatening to crush them. Up on the stormy surface, the escorts HMS Walker and HMS Van Ack are relentless. They aren't the fumbling, inexperienced destroyers of 1940. The Allies are learning. They are adapting. These ships are equipped with the new Type 271 radar, a technology that can cut right through the storm's interference and see in the dark. Kretschmer doesn't know it yet, but the game has changed. A radio intercept from hours before, dismissed in the heat of the chase, had mentioned something called Huff-Duff, a high-frequency direction finding. It's a term that means nothing to the crew of U-99 right now, but it will soon become the bane of the entire U-boat fleet. For now, they can only drift in the cold, black abyss, a hunted animal waiting for the hunters to pass. The hours crawl by, the crew endures, their tired faces lit by the dim, eerie glow of emergency lamps. But Kretschmer, Silent Otto, remains as calm as ever, his mind already calculating their next move. Surface and make a run for it, or stay submerged and risk draining the precious batteries. He makes his choice, creep west, away from the convoy's last known position, engines at dead slow. Slowly, agonizingly, the pings fade, then they stop altogether. A ripple of collective relief, unspoken but deeply felt, passes through the boat, but it's fleeting. A machinist's mate, his face smudged with oil, whispers to his neighbor about the escort's uncanny precision. It was too fast, too accurate. Kretschmer overhears the hushed conversation, and his jaw tightens. He has sunk 47 ships in 15 months, a record that makes him a legend, but tonight feels different. At 6:30, U-99 carefully surfaces into a bleak, gray dawn. The sea is still roiling. Lookouts scramble up the conning tower, their binoculars sweeping the empty horizon for any sign of smoke or masts. There's nothing. The convoy has vanished. Kretschmer lights a cigarette, the ember glowing like a single defiant spark in the half-light. They're getting clever, he mutters to Eichelburn. His first officer just nods, his silence saying everything. The radio crackles to life. It's a message from U-100, commanded by another famous ace, Joachim Schepke. He reports a near miss, a harrowing encounter with an escort's depth charges. Schepke's tone is terse, stripped of its usual swagger. The Wolfpack's coordination, once their greatest strength, feels strained, disjointed. From their headquarters in Lorient, Admiral Dinitz's orders urge them to press the attack, but out here, in the unforgiving Atlantic, Kretschmer senses a fundamental shift. The prey is no longer running scared, they're fighting back. Below deck, the crew eats a cold, grim breakfast of hard bread and tinned sausage. The mood is subdued. The forward torpedo room is half empty now. 6 eels fired, for hits, but 2 crucial misses. The men talk in low voices, not of victory, but of the convoy's escorts. How their patrol patterns seem tighter, their counterattacks faster, more deadly. A young seaman, barely 19, wiping oil from his hands, asks the question on everyone's mind. How did they find us so quick? In the tense silence, no one has an answer. Kretschmer, pacing the control room, studies the sea chart. Convoy HX-112 is gone, slipped right through their net. He marks its last known position, a frustrated smear of pencil on the damp paper. He gives a new order, a course change to intercept another convoy, SC-26, reported to 100 miles to the north. The hunt must go on. As U-99 dives once again into the cold security of the deep, the hydrophone operator picks up a faint, unfamiliar signal. It's not the thrum of screws, it's a crackle, a constant stream of noise. It's Allied radio traffic, encrypted, bouncing between the ships above. Oberfunkmod Kurtschrader, the radio man, frowns, pressing the headset to his ears. It's stronger than usual, sir, he reports to Kretschmer. The captain nods, but his eyes narrow. He doesn't know what it means, not yet. He doesn't know about the new shore-based Huff-Duff stations that are triangulating his own radio signals, plotting the position of every U-boat with chilling accuracy. He doesn't know that the Allies are weaving a vast, invisible web to trap his entire wolf pack. Night falls again, and U-99 is once more stalking its prey. The periscope rises, a glistening eye breaking the surface of the black water. Through it, Kretschmer sees a line of merchant ships, dark shapes against a darker horizon. But something is wrong. The escorts are there, but they are closer, more alert. Their searchlights aren't sweeping randomly. They're sweeping the waves with a cold, calculated purpose. And hidden in their arsenals, they carry a new weapon, the Hedgehog mortar, a fearsome device that launches 20 for small, contact-fused bombs in a deadly arc ahead of the ship. Unlike depth charges, they only explode on impact, meaning a single explosion is a guaranteed hit. Kretschmer has no idea this weapon even exists. He lines up a torpedo shot on a fat merchantman, his mind focused, his hands steady. But just as he's about to give the order to fire, a sudden, brilliant flash on the horizon stops him cold. Is it another U-boat being attacked, or is it something else? Something far worse, coming for them. The hunter has become the hunted, and for Otto Kretschmer and the crew of U-99, the night is far from over. The battle for the Atlantic was a war of innovation and desperation, where survival depended on who could learn and adapt the fastest. The story of U-99 on this fateful night is a powerful reminder of that brutal reality. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history. We'll see you on the next one.